Miss Stark, I have a question.
What is it, Kyle?
When Hamlet calls Polonius a fishmonger, is he making fun of him?
What scene are you referring to?
Act 2, Scene 2. Isn't that the one we're supposed to be reading?
Oh, just a minute. Let me take a look. I have a better idea. Why don't you just go on reading, and then tomorrow when you come to class, we'll discuss that line.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hi, Dr. Richardson.
Good morning. Come on in. Nice to see you.
This is the third time I asked Mrs. Stark a question she couldn't answer.
I know. Did you see the look on her face? She looked really uncomfortable.
I already told my parents what a circus this class is. That she seems so unprepared with every Hamlet lesson so far. When I tell them this, my mom is definitely going to call the school.
Bridget Stark is a high school English teacher who is up for tenure. Her evaluation reports are generally positive as they relate to her teaching abilities. At the end of Year 1 and Year 2, she was cited for classroom management problems. In Year 3, she was not cited for classroom management problems, but she was cited for an instructional problem. She had failed to completely read Hamlet prior to discussing it with her class. The major continuing problem is Ms. Stark's failure to sign in and out of school. She is cited for this violation 12 times, including 5 times in Year 1, 4 times in Year 2, and 3 times in her third year. In the spring of her third year, she's called in for a meeting with the principal. The meeting is to discuss whether Mrs. Stark will be granted tenure.
Good morning, Bridget. Thank you for coming in. As you know, we're going to be talking about your annual performance report. Here's a copy of it.
Okay.
And I need to begin by telling you that we will not be recommending you for tenure this year.
What? Are you kidding me? This isn't right. I don't have a job next year. Oh, I get it. This is about my being Jewish, isn't it? And it's about the fact that I'm one of the older teachers here.
I assure you, Bridget, that this has nothing to do with your age. It has nothing to do with your religion. This is about deficiencies in your performance over the last 3 years.
I know I had some deficiencies Year 1 and 2 with my classroom management, but I didn't have any problems this year.
Other things have come up, and you're aware of these things. One thing is that there is a pattern in which you have not been prepared for instruction. One example of that is that you did not read Hamlet before you taught that unit.
I knew the story well. I read the teacher's guide, I saw the movie, and everything was going fine until one student happened to pick up on a line and go on and on about it, which was completely irrelevant to the discussion.
There's another major issue that you're very aware of, and that is you continue to disregard the school's protocol for how teachers should sign in and out. And you have been cited in writing on that 12 times in the last 3 years.
My classroom is on the opposite side of the building from the main office, and the exit to the faculty parking lot is right by my door. So sometimes I forget to sign in and out. But these are only minor problems. The real issue is that this district doesn't like older teachers, and it's predominantly Christian. Therefore, I feel as if I'm not being well respected because of my religion.
Bridget, I am highly offended that you would even suggest that a decision this important is based on anything other than your professional performance.
Well, I know what this is about, and you're going to hear from my attorney. Hello, Mr. Nash. I'm Bridget.
Mrs. Stark,
I spoke to you on the phone not too long ago. Nice to meet you.
it's a real pleasure to meet you, too.
I appreciate your taking time out of your schedule to speak to me.
Oh, please.
I've been very upset lately.
I can imagine. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
So, Mrs. Stark, I know from your initial call you said that you were denied tenure and you feel that you were the victim of discrimination?
Yes, that's right. I believe that I have been a victim of both discrimination because of my age and because of my religious beliefs.
All right, we're going to discuss all of that, but first let's talk about your evaluations.
Well, they cited a couple of problems. One was in the area of classroom management,
Okay.
and also there was a citation about the fact that I didn't sign in and out of the school. But I looked into things a little further, and I've sort of done my homework for you.
Oh, I love when a client has done research for me. So.
Well, let me just show you what I have. I'll give you a copy first for your records.
Okay. So, what did you find?
I have a few statistics showing how this district has been discriminating against its teachers.
Interesting.
For example, in the last 5 years, 19 out of 20 new teachers under the age of 45 received tenure. However, only 1 of 4 teachers over the age of 45 received tenure. So to me, that age 45 is a district cutoff.
I'm going to take a closer look at this. I appreciate the fact that you did some research for me already on this. It seems like some pretty powerful evidence. What can you tell me about the evaluations of some of the other teachers?
Well, I have some evaluations here, too. I have copies of evaluations from 3 of the teachers. They're actually my friends, all of whom received tenure. And what's interesting to note is they all got tenure, but on their evaluations, there were 10 or 20 items marked as needs improvement. On my evaluation, I only had 1 or 2 items marked as needs improvement. But they all got tenure, and I was denied.
Wow. That's pretty powerful evidence. All right. I'm going to look closer at this, and we are going to review the possible claim. I also want to talk about the potential religious discrimination claim.
Well, to be quite honest, I am 1 of 2 Jewish teachers out of the 20 in our district.
Oh. And what makes you feel that you might have been the victim of discrimination based on religion?
Well, it's especially evident at Christmas time. As a matter of fact, the principal of the school cited me for being insensitive to the community when I complained about the hallway decorations they had at Christmas time.
So was there actually a Christmas display?
Yes, there was.
Did the display include any other religious items?
No, none.
And how did the principal respond when you raised those concerns?
Well, I certainly was not well received. As a matter of fact, there was quite a scene in the hallway. Merry Christmas. You know, I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. And I don't think this is really right. Every time I walk by here, I feel offended.
Well, we've had this here every year.
I
Bridget,
know,
and
but I'm fine.
All right. Based on what you're showing me here, I have to do a little more research, but I think you may have a claim under both state and federal discrimination law.
I thought so.
I'm going to look into this matter further and give you an initial assessment by Friday.
Okay.
I'll give you my recommendations in writing, and we'll look to see if we can pursue this matter for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
And again, I'm so sorry for what you're going through.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.